Welcome everyone to Xact IT's YouTube channel. I'm Bryan, CEO of Xact IT Solutions. I'm here with you today to talk about another This Week in Breach. We have had several breaches in the week preceding today, which is January 30th, 2020. Again, there's just an enormous amount of breaches going on around cybersecurity, and we're here to help businesses with cybersecurity. So if you want to hire us for a project, head over to xitx.com. We'd be happy to work with you or assist you with any questions you may have regarding security or anything in your business that pertains to IT or cybersecurity. Just head over to the Contact Us page, fill out the form. Somebody will reach out within a day. So this week, United States, Hanna Anderson, a very large clothing maker, suffered a breach. And basically what cyber criminals did is they infected Hanna Anderson's online store with payment malware that collects customers' personally identifiable information. So this is really important if your business sells or conducts any transactions on the internet to collect payment. You need to make sure that the system that you put in place, that you built, is either purchased from a third party where the security and the responsibility of making sure that the server and the system stay secure is on them. If you use QuickBooks payments or anything of that nature where you're redirected to like an Intuit website to have your customers pay for things, or a PayPal site, usually those companies handle the security for you. The disadvantage is you have to go off of your website for the transaction to process. You go to the payment processor's website, and then there's usually a mechanism to kick the customer back to your website once the transaction has processed. If you don't use one of those third parties, and you're using payment processing on your website, on your domain, and everything happens within the realm of your server and your business and the URL that you own, you're responsible for the security. You're responsible for making sure that malware isn't on your servers and isn't skimming customer data and passing it along to hackers who are within minutes turning around and buying things on the internet. I recently had this happen to me. I have a vendor that I deal with who for 3 months in a row now, after we've updated our credit card with them, shortly thereafter, our credit card was compromised. And this happened October, November, and December. We alerted them to the issue in December. We are currently in process of helping them try to figure out what is going on. And then once we get to the bottom of it, we will make a recommendation to that company to say, hey, you do have an issue here. We are not the IT provider for that company. We just do business with them. But every time we use our credit card on their site within a 24-hour period, our card is compromised. So everybody needs to take this seriously if they are hosting their own payment gateway processor on their web server. Don't be a Hanna Anderson. Make sure you have a security professional looking at your web server. You should have real-time scanning and real-time malware prevention on all your web servers. Anything that's exposed to the internet needs to have some kind of live active scanning in place to make sure that at any point in time, a hacker does not put something on your server that allows them to steal information from you and your customers. So the second one here is HEALTHQUEST. HEALTHQUEST, they were subject to a phishing scam, and HEALTHQUEST is after the breach, they announced that they would implement two-factor authentication to secure employee accounts, and they're instituting employee awareness training to guard against future phishing attacks. But unfortunately, the damage is done. They're reacting here. Here's what we should have done ahead of time, but instead, a phishing expedition occurred on this company's employees. A few employees took the bait, as we say, and the threat actors were able to get on the network and compromise the company by stealing personally identifiable information. That can happen to any company, and you want to be ahead of this. You don't want to be behind it. You don't want to be reacting to an incident that happened on your network and then putting something in place after the fact, because the reality of it is it's in the news. You had to disclose a breach. The public relations nightmare has started and begun, and the ramifications on revenue loss and other things starts to take a foothold on your business while you're trying to shore up your security by implementing all these things. Plus, you have a few employees who are probably pretty upset that they caused a problem in the first place. Employees don't want to be the ones that cause the problems, so every business owner, every CEO should be providing security awareness training to your employees so things like this do not happen. You need to be proactive. You need to do things ahead of the event, not after the event, which we see here with HEALTHQuEST. They, again, are reacting, and this is easily preventable. Security awareness training, two-factor authentication. Both things have been around for more than 3 years. You know, two-factor authentication has been around for a long time. It's more options, more things are becoming available to us, so people actually start using it. And then security awareness training. So it's very simple. Understand that as a CEO and as a business owner who falls under an attack like HEALTHQuEST, it's a crime where you're a victim, but you're a victim who gets zero sympathy. You see people who are assaulted or they're involved in their house was robbed, and there's empathy and there's sympathy given to these people. And usually communities rally around people to try to help them if they don't have the means themselves to make whole what was taken from them or whatever incident caused for that victim. When it comes to cybercrime and breaches, CEOs are not given sympathy. In fact, it's probably the quite opposite, that they were being told that they were being careless or irresponsible. And that's the reality that we're facing today as business owners, is that if we don't do something, it's going to look like a black mark on you as a CEO and you as a business owner. The third one we're going to look at here is in the United States, the Center for Neurological and Neurodevelopment. It looks like hackers gained access to an employee account containing patients' protected health information. The unauthorized access lasted for more than a month, occurring between October 7th and November 22nd. The CNNH secured the account, and they hired a third-party forensics team to investigate the breach. However, the diagnosis is unlikely to be positive, and the company likely faces an expensive road ahead. The CNNH secured the account by resetting its credentials and updating company-wide email standards by enabling two-factor authentication and updating employee training initiatives. These simple data security measures should have been the standard at every company, and they have to be implemented before a breach occurs. With the costs and consequences of a breach continuing increasing, companies can't afford to wait until it's too late to take the steps needed to protect their data. This is very similar to the last case I just mentioned. They are doing what should have been done after the breach. And this is very simple and easy stuff for businesses and any C-level executive to make sure that their organization is carrying out and following through on. We are already seeing regulations pop up left and right in state governments. Many insurance companies are getting ahead of the fact that businesses are not doing enough to protect their data, and they are putting things in your policies that will prevent you from being paid out should you file a claim. And not only are the insurance companies doing what they need to do to protect their business, but your vendors and your partners are also protecting their business from something that you may be lacking in, or an issue that might occur on your network. They don't want to be held responsible for their partners, their clients, their vendors that cause a problem on their network. So as you see more and more, you're getting more and more language in your contracts that state that you are doing your due diligence and you don't have your head stuck in the sand around this stuff. It's really important to get ahead of it. It's not very expensive to get it done, and it can be done with very little fanfare and very little effort from most IT people. So that's it for this week in breach. I thank you for watching. Like I said earlier in the video, if you want to hire us for any projects or anything that you might have a concern around cybersecurity for, head over to our website, call our office, reach in through the contact us form. Someone will get back to you, usually within a day, and we'd be happy to talk to you about anything you might be concerned about regarding cybersecurity. Thank you for watching this video from Xact IT Solutions. And if you like what you saw here today, please give us the video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or you want to comment about anything that you saw in our video, please do so in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you want to get alerted when we upload new videos to the channel, please hit the little alert bell, and hopefully YouTube will notify you when we post new content. Check out the link in the description below for any more information relevant to this video. And if you want to know anything about our services or how we can help your company with IT, please check out our website at xitx.com.